Hello and welcome everybody back to the channel. I am your host Vortex from MobileMusicPro.com, your home for mobile music production. And today we have a great video for you folks. This video is for people who are on a budget or just want to get started with mobile music production. Now there really is a lot of apps out there folks, but we think we narrowed it down to the top 5. So in today's video, we will be giving you our top 5 picks for the best AUv3 effect apps. Now hopefully you'll get a pretty good idea of how these apps sound as we will be demoing each one individually. But we do want to keep those demos short in an effort to keep this video short. Now if you want more long-form in-depth reviews of these apps that we mentioned, definitely check out the video that we recently did called the top 10 YouTube channels for mobile music production. And you'll find a couple channels in there like Jacob Hack and the Sound Test Room that have really amazing in-depth reviews of these apps. So we highly recommend those channels. And if you don't have time to watch the video, definitely check out our YouTube homepage and click on the channels button, or just look on the right side of our YouTube homepage. And make sure everybody is subscribed to this channel because on our next video, we'll be going over our top 5 free AUv3 synths and instrument apps. And these two videos will pretty much complement each other. And as always, remember, this is just our top 5 picks. So please comment down below on any of the free apps that we missed here in this video or the free apps that you guys use. So with that intro aside, let's get into our top 5 100% free AUv3 effect apps. Okay folks, what we have pulled up here is a version of the Smear project, which is one of the default projects that comes with the Cubasis program. And the only thing we've done here is removed a bunch of tracks and removed a bunch of plugins, so that we can more easily showcase the plugins that we're going to be talking about today. And in order to keep this video short, we're going to try to do only a couple minutes of demos per plugin. So we're going to be demonstrating these plugins on the drum track, on the piano track, and on the guitar track. Okay, first we're going to go ahead and play you a slice of this Smear song that we'll be working with today. Okay, the first app we're going to be talking about is Rough Rider 3 by Audio Damage. And of course, all of these apps today that we'll be talking about in today's video are completely free. Rough Rider is a fantastic compressor to put on almost any track. It adds a great bit of warmth on the low end, but also has a new feature where you can actually remove these warming features for a more cleaner sound, say if you wanted to use them on vocals or the entire mix. And again, in order to keep the video short today, we're going to be mostly only playing with the presets. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is enable the Rough Rider 3 on these individual tracks, which is the drum track, piano track, and guitar track. Okay, the first track we're going to demo the Rough Rider 3 on is going to be the drums track. So let's go ahead and solo these drums and we'll engage the effect after a couple seconds. Okay, now let's try the Rough Rider out on the piano. We'll solo it without the effect, and then we'll engage the effect. Okay, now we're going to hear the Rough Rider 3 on the guitar track, and we'll solo it without the effect first, and then engage it. The second app that we'll be talking about today is actually a couple of different apps that complement each other. One is the EQA Classic British EQ, and the other is the EQ560 Classic American EQ. Both these EQ plugins are by Nikolay, sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. And both of these plugins are free, but with AUv3 limitations. So essentially, they are free on AUv3, but only for 5 minutes. However, if you do want to use them as a standalone application with Interapp Audio, they are completely free forever. And both of these apps are modeled on the vintage EQs from the 60s and the 70s. And both feature a wide range of tonal variations and sonic flexibility. And as I mentioned earlier, they really do complement each other when used together, as we'll show you in this project today. So as before, we'll go ahead and play the song and enable these EQs track by track. Okay, so let's hear the EQA on the drums track. As before, we'll play it and then enable the effect after a few seconds. And next we're going to listen to the EQ560 on the grand piano. And as before, we'll play the track first and then engage the effect after a few seconds. Alright, now we're going to listen to the EQ560 on our guitar track, and as before, we'll engage it after a few seconds. Okay, next up is the Blamsoft Plugins by Blamsoft Incorporated. This company has an entire suite of plugins that are actually 100% free, including chorus, reverb, overdrive, and more. But we're only going to actually demo the chorus and the reverb in this video. Make sure to leave a comment if you want us to make a video dedicated to just Blamsoft plugins or any one of these other companies as well. So just like before, we will play the song and then enable the reverb and chorus one by one on these tracks. Okay, let's first try the Zero Reverb plugin on the drums, and as before, we'll enable and engage the plugin after a few seconds of playing the track. Alright, next up we're going to try the Zero Chorus on the grand piano track. As before, we'll engage after a few seconds. And next we'll take a look at the Zero Chorus plugin on the guitar track. And of course we'll engage after a few seconds. Okay, now let's hear what the Zero Chorus sounds like on the guitar, and as before, we'll engage after a few seconds. Okay, next up we have the Nembrini Plugins by Nembrini Audio. This company has released 5 free plugins along with a few paid ones, but even the paid ones are very, very cheap. We're talking like $5 or under. They have a delay, noise gate, chorus, reverb, and more. As before, we'll play the song and then enable these plugins one by one. Okay, now let's hear the analog rack chorus on the piano track. We'll enable it after a couple seconds. Alright, now let's play with a few of these presets. Alright, now let's hear the analog rack delay on our guitar track. We'll enable it after a few seconds of playing. And the final app we have today is Tape Cassette by Calum Audio. Tape Cassette is an easy-to-use audio plugin that gives your music warmth, noise, and character, and can also provide that lo-fi sound. If you want to see us demo more plugins like this, make sure to check out our top 5 lo-fi plugins video that we just recently launched. Okay, let's first hear the tape cassette on the drum track. And now let's hear the tape cassette on the grand piano track. Alright, now let's hear the tape cassette app on the guitar track. Alright, welcome back everybody. We really hope you enjoyed that video. We really think that these free apps can help people who are on a budget get into and experiment more with mobile music production. And remember folks, this is just our top 5 picks, so please make sure to leave your top 5 picks in the comments below. And just real quick, we do want to apologize to everybody because we will only be getting one video out this week again. And that's because we have some friends coming into town for a conference. But next week, we'll be back to our same old 2 videos per week. So make sure that you are subscribed because there is a lot more content to come, folks. And speaking of which, make sure to stay tuned for our next video where we give you our top 5 picks for the best free instruments and synthesizers. So until next time, folks, keep talking music and we'll see you later.